beautiful people. It's your host, Positive. Welcome to the game. Today we're gonna be we have a lot of topics that we're gonna be discussing, but we're gonna be doing it in a two-part episode. So basically, this is gonna be the first part. Our other co-host Chris, he's not here today, so we're gonna probably What happened?
I was just saying Chris wasn't gonna be with us for the first part.
Yeah.
But he's gonna be for us for the second part for sure.
Yeah. That'll be tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. But CB, plug yourself in.
Yeah, bro. It's King C's, man. You know, it's Gaming Godz podcast. We back with another one. It's episode 3. It's been so much news going on this week in the gaming world. We just couldn't wait. You know what I mean? We just had to start talking about it. So,
yeah.
I'm about to talk about it. Chris got caught up in actually some work inside the game world, so he actually doing that shit right now. And then when he available tomorrow, we gonna clean up and polish up the rest of the episode for y'all. But start on your topics, bro. Start on the topics, bro.
Bet. So the first topic we're gonna be discussing is we gonna launch the mission or we gonna wait?
Yeah. Launch it up.
I bet. The first topic we're going to be discussing is BioShock 4. So there's been talks about a BioShock 4 coming out. If that's true, I'm excited because I was a big fan of BioShock Infinite. BioShock Infinite is my favorite one.
You like BioShock Infinite over BioShock 1?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I feel you.
Yes. The reason why I like BioShock Infinite because it was like a different type of game. It was not like a regular old first-person shooter. It was like a strange type of first-person shooter in its own way. And the thing about that game is, if you want to understand the whole story of the BioShock game series, you have to play the DLC to understand the whole story. And I like that because it's kind of forcing you to play the DLC, and it's kind of forcing you to buy the DLC to understand the whole story. I like that mindset that they was thinking about. 2K did a good job by doing that, and they did a good job making this game. But if they make a fourth one, I'm excited for it. What about you, King C's?
Actually,
Hold on, you cutting out. Oh, okay.
Am I back on? You hear me?
No, you good.
Yeah, I said to mention. Now that you mentioned that, remember they actually released the
remastered
version on PS4. I actually got that. I was actually playing that shit. Just in and out in between other games. Not too long ago.
Yeah.
And I actually worked my way through the story. I did start it on PlayStation 3. I got to damn near close to the end, honestly, and I just didn't finish it out because it was around when PS4 pretty much came out, and then PS4 came out, so I ended up playing PS4 shit. But
I feel you.
Yeah, I like Infinite a lot. I like BioShock as a franchise a lot. I played all of them, 1, 2, and 3. I like 1 a lot. I mean, 1 really it just had me drawn in for some reason. I don't know what it was. It just had me locked in on it. Infinite, especially on PS3, definitely had me locked in. Like I said, I pretty much almost beat the game on PS3. I just didn't finish it. So I started to work on that within the PS4 version. So that's something I'm definitely gonna go back to and finish up because I wanted to finish the rest of that story out because the story was getting good. That's one thing about BioShock that I liked about their story for a first-person shooter is fucking top-notch.
It's amazing.
It's a really good story. So to have that story element added into a first-person, that's dope to me. I like it. Can't really get no better than that. And if they come out with a 4, I mean, it's been time. It's been it's about time for a 4th one to come on out.
Yeah. Most definitely.
You think it's gonna come out on PS4 or PS5 though?
They probably might do what they're doing with all the other games. They're probably gonna come out with a PS4 version and a better and brand new one. So hopefully they end it. I'm not gonna spoil it because I know you didn't finish. They do a good job. Hyped up people. I have favorable games. People be buying them left and right. People never stop buying them. But hopefully they do BioShock 4 justice. Hopefully they're making it. Hopefully these rumors are true, but they're saying they are. But we gotta see in the future because you never know with these games. They say they're gonna come out and then it gets canceled and then you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, especially for Xbox, I know what you mean.
Oh
But,
yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
I think BioShock is a good 2K. They ain't gonna let that fall at the wayside. I'm down, bro. I don't think they're gonna let
Yeah.
that fall at the wayside, so we should be straight.
Yeah.
And, I think yeah, like they got to do it. I mean, where do you think the story element will be for though? Like, do you think they're gonna go back to like,
Well,
they're
I
gonna
would.
continue the story, or like it's
Damn,
gonna be something new?
I think it's gonna be something new because the way I wish you finished Infinite because we could talk about that. But
Okay, I gotta finish it then. I'm gonna make that my business to finish it.
yeah, but the way it ended in Infinite, it probably might start because after I finished after I played Infinite, I played the DLC. So I can understand the whole story because I didn't understand it when I first played it. Because at first, when I saw when I first saw Infinite, the trailer, like when I saw like BioShock Infinite, the gameplay trailer, I was like,
one of the dopest trailers.
yeah, I was amazed. I was like, what game is this? And I was like,
Awesome.
yeah, like I was confused. I wasn't planning on getting it because it looked like a weird and strange game. So I was like, I'm not picking it up. And then one day, I went to GameStop, and then I asked the guy behind the counter. I was like, "What's this? What's this about?" He was like telling me it's about like, it's a good game. It's weird. It has a lot of racism in it, but it's a good game. I was like, okay. Let me see what this is about. I tried it out and I loved it. I didn't put it down since. Like when I got it for the Xbox 360, I was in love with that game. And the thing about BioShock, the reason why it caught my attention because I like those type of games. I'm like, cause I usually used to play like GTA, Call of Duty all the time, but I like trying out new games. And there's a topic that we're gonna be talking about later that really that I really want you to understand about like different types of games. But BioShock, hopefully they continue with the story. But I think they probably might do something new with it because I felt like in Infinite, the way it ended in Infinite, it felt like it was like a new story. So hopefully they do something new, and I hope they like have the same characters in the game. But if not, then hey, let's see what they do. You never know.
Yeah, like that's what I noticed about Infinite too. It was more so of a new story.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a fill off of one and two.
Yeah.
Like its own new shit. So that's what I actually liked about it too. Like it definitely opened up some shit. It went racial on it and all that type of stuff. They definitely spread their wings on that when they let them like 2K let them like spread their wings for real.
Yeah,
and I like the rail system on the you know what I mean? Like how they implemented that rail system into the aspect
Most definitely.
of combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. BioShock, come out with the foe. Y'all need to come out with the foe.
I can't wait for that. Bet. Alright, let's go to the next topic. Ghost of Tsushima co-op mode. Now, when I found out about this, because people was like thinking like, oh, are they coming out with a multiplayer? And it was like, no. People was like saying no, they're not coming out with a multiplayer. It's just a single player game.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I wasn't expecting that shit at all, bro.
Exactly, and the thing about this game is it's perfect for co-op mode because it's like you can use stealth and the way the missions are set up. It's like it's a good way to do co-op, you know. So I can't wait for it because I know you're planning on getting this. So when you get it, we can both play together and just play some Ghost of Tsushima, and we can do some raids. So we can just like start doing some missions together and just have fun. That's the best thing about it.
That's the first thing I thought, bro. Like, oh shit, Ghost going multiplayer. I said, oh yeah, me and PG got some shit to play then.
Yup.
That's going down. That's gonna be going on. That's on the log ASAP. Like, ASAP. That gotta be done. I mean, for Ghost to release a multiplayer aspect of this, I wasn't expecting it. That's a plus. They like.
That's a fact.
They giving it up for free.
Yup. Like, that's a shocker too because you know how these games are. They want to give out stuff for like, oh, you gotta pay for it. You gotta pay for it. Like, come on now. I'm sick of just paying for shit.
Especially a single player game like that. You know what I mean? They ain't really getting no money off of you know, if you ain't got no multiplayer aspect, you ain't getting no money off of no all multiplayer shit. So it's like missing a bag on that aspect. But with them saying like, yo, this is gonna be free and all this type of shit, like they really spoiling people. PlayStation really like, you know what I mean?
That's a fact.
We giving y'all some shit, you know what I mean? We giving y'all some heat, we giving y'all some fire, and we gonna let y'all like eat and have fun with this shit. Because I think they just trying to get in the good graces for the next system, you know what I mean? They gotta flex their muscles for the next system for everybody else. And just,
that's a fact.
You know, say like, look, you know what I mean? We rocking with y'all. We about y'all gamers. And I mean, you can't get no better than that, bro. Free content, like on a AAA plus game, you can't get no better than that, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So, it's a plus. I like they said they're gonna come out with 3 different modes. You got the raid mode, you got the horde mode, and you got the co-op mission mode.
Oh, that's
co-op mission mode would be 4-player events.
Yeah, I can't wait. I really can't wait.
Yeah,
do you know when it's coming out?
They said it's gonna be in the fall, so it's gonna fall in between either next month and all the way until what, December basically.
I bet. Well,
so we got like a 2-3 month span of when it gotta come out.
Well, I can't wait. Next time
I heard about control.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Like if you already bought the game, you don't get the upgrade, the new shit. I guess the collect. That shit is harsh, bro. That's.
I mean, great version to like let us have it for free. Come on.
Yeah, that way. They don't see it that way. They like super money hungry on that. I feel like control. I mean, like how you punish the people that supported your game in the beginning. You was a new IP. So a lot of people didn't even have to buy your game or like support your game like that. So for the people that was the hardcore people that actually went out and supported your game, you should reward them with that upgrade. Don't try to how you put it bring beach to the sand and then look for other sand at the beach. You know
They're not being humbled. They just being hungry. Like I get it. Yeah, like I get it. You looking for that money. I get that, but at the same time, when money can also ruin a game when you think about it. Because when you have people pay a lot of stuff, like EA, like look at them.
EA, you know what I'm saying? Money can ruin a game. EA.
Exactly. When you put a lot of when you put like a game, when you have a game where it's like, oh, you gotta buy stuff to win or buy stuff to look cool and stuff like that. It's gonna kind of fuck up the game in a way. And it's bad for you because it's like, come on, you have a game that has potential, and then you put in too much money. Like you're like, okay, you gotta buy these skins to have this. You gotta buy these guns. You gotta buy this upgrade. You gotta buy the season pass to have the upgrade. Like, what's up with this season pass? Back in the day, you didn't have to buy no season pass. All you had to do was buy the game. And you have everything unlocked. That's it. You don't have to buy no season pass. You don't have to buy none of that. Like, what's up with that season pass? I'm sick of that shit. It's really annoying. It really is.
Yeah, the season pass is how they like it's like they try to extend the life of the game, and I get it. But how they try to extend the life of the game is through the microtransactions as well, and that is the catch-22 of it.
Yep.
And it really, overall, I don't feel like it benefits the gamer.
Yeah.
Your gamer is the most important thing at this moment when it comes to games. I mean, the people that play your games is gonna be who you want to listen to.
Exactly.
And, pretty much rock with, and try to make their the way they handle things, as best as and as smooth as they possibly can. Because once you make it difficult for them, you ain't doing nothing but just grounding it. Basically, you pulling attention away from the game.
Exactly.
Like people just like, okay, this is like it ain't like a rewarding grind. It's a grind that you can actually it's a grind that's not worth it. Basically, at the end of the day, when you got microtransactions in your game,
it ruins the game.
It pretty much eliminates the aspect of grinding and getting rewarded for your grind.
Exactly.
You can just pretty much skip everything and then go on to the next thing and go on to the next thing.
That's not fun.
Paying out of your pocket for shit. It ain't fun like that. You pretty much you're eliminating what games is about when you do that shit. Just pretty much it's like you hurting the whole core of just gaming when you do that shit. Because like games already as is, it's hard to keep enough people's attention.
Exactly.
That people got. So when you got something that's holding people's attention, you want to just keep that shit and hold that shit as long as you possibly can. And the only way you really do that is by listening to them and getting that feedback and just feeding off each other.
Yep.
Fortnite, you know what I mean? Shit like that. And
Yeah.
you see how they successful and they booming and everything like that. Follow the blueprint. Apex, you know what I mean? Follow the blueprint.
They doing good.
They did the same thing that Fortnite did, pretty
Yep.
much, as far as the community. And you see how, quiet as kept, most people like Apex more than they like Fortnite right now.
I don't blame them.
So it's like, pay attention to what's going on around you in the industry.
Exactly.
You feel me? Like,
Pay attention to your competitors, because when you pick, because it's like the same thing with Xbox. Like Xbox, they not really doing much. They thinking, oh, they like when the Xbox conference came out, it's like, what the hell is this? Like, what games are you showing us? You're showing us nothing but. Are you showing us new games, or are you showing us just indie titles? You know, it's like you're just giving Sony the win. Step up your shit. Like, come on now.
Yeah, they gotta Xbox gotta come. I mean, they just really gotta come a lot harder than what they're coming on. They really focusing on their subscription system.
Yeah, the Game Pass shit.
Yeah, I hear a lot of these Xbox. There's a lot of these Xbox
fanboys,
and podcast fanboys and shit like that. And when I listen to them talk, man, it's like, boy, y'all, it's tough for y'all to try to explain what Xbox is doing.
They damage controlling. They damage controlling.
Yeah, they be struggling trying to just make it sound good, like, you know what I mean? Try to make it worth their while. But like a lot of them, I noticed, like, it's gotten so bad though that even them at their time frame, they have to be honest about certain things. Like, I heard somebody say not too long ago on one of the podcasts, one of the Xbox Gaming podcasts, they said they ain't had a official exclusive since like Halo 3, dog.
Wow.
Like a real live, blow out your back, official exclusive, like that make everybody want to go get it type shit.
That's crazy.
For this type of game. They said they ain't had none of them. They ain't had a game like that since Halo 3. You know how long Halo 3 was out?
That was a long time ago.
Damn, that was a whole generation of another system ago. This whole generation that they had Xbox, bad. I mean, they didn't have one AAA game that was like top notch besides Gears of War and Halo 5. That didn't get a lot of good reactions and good responses when it came out. They said they had I played a little bit of it, but I couldn't get all the way into it. They said basically it only had like one waha or moment where it was just like, oh, you know what I mean? It made you.
Yeah.
Like, where you see that? You know what I mean? They only had one of those type of moments in the game.
That's
you
a fact.
Have a AAA game only have like one moment like that in the whole game. Like, it gotta be. Halo need to be like Uncharted. Like, you need to make it like. It's not an open world game. Well, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wasn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, that wasn't an open world game. So you put elements in there. You put cinematic elements in that game. They don't put cinematic elements into their game like that.
Nah, they don't.
And when they do, it's choppy. It don't look cinematic. It just don't look right. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of shit that they gotta go back to the drawing board with when it comes to their exclusives. I really do hope that they get it together. I hope they just they do get some like AAAs that's like a must have, because that's better for us. You feel me?
Exactly.
That's better for the gaming. But if they ain't gonna do it, I know what other party will.
Nintendo, probably.
You know what I mean? Right. Nintendo even do this shit. So if Nintendo can do this shit on a consistent basis, ain't no reason why Xbox shouldn't be able to do it. Y'all got actually one of probably the most money out of all the companies right
That's
now.
a fact. You had
So
money.
Like, y'all got the bread. Y'all just don't have the studios. You don't have the right studios to make the right product. And I mean, that can be on ain't no excuses for that. That's on you at the end of the day.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Xbox, that is on you, because you make those contracts, you look out for those people that you want to buy, and you buy those studios that you did buy, and they ain't amounted for shit. And a lot of shit that y'all did have on deck, y'all canceled this shit.
Yup.
Scale bound. So like, y'all just they gotta go to the drawing board with their shit. Figure that shit out, like, in one way or the other. Or this next generation, if they repeat the same thing with this next generation,
Mhm.
you can pretty much forget exclusives. You can pretty much forget exclusives goodbye for Xbox and just focus on them just being your service game system where you basically get everything digital through Xbox Live Pass and
Yeah.
rock out with that way. And just pay your service for your games if you want to do a next gen or have a next gen game on a console that's not so expensive with the Xbox Series S or whatever
Yep.
the case may be. But
Got a point there.
I think that's gonna be their niche, and I think that's where they're gonna stick at. I think they probably gonna come out or try to attempt to do one or two more like big AAA exclusives, and I think they're gonna fail. And I think after that they're gonna realize like, look, we're just gonna focus on the games that's all coming out on all the systems, and if you want to play on this for free, online and all that shit like they trying to do now, and come on and fuck with it, we'll go ahead and get you right. But that's what they had to do just to get right, or get on. That's what they're gonna have to do just to get on an even playing field with PlayStation right now. PlayStation is so far ahead when it comes to exclusives, contests, games, being interactive, connecting with people, all that shit. They pretty much handling their shit real when it comes to the gaming community. So I mean, Xbox has got to follow suit. They got to figure it out, follow suit, and try to do better. Right now, they ain't doing it for me.
Yeah, Sony is the Marvel, and Xbox is DC. So you see where it comes from. Next topic. So Marvel's Avengers leak. So the podcast that you do, well, the video talking about the game. The Marvel Kate Bushing, Winter Soldier.
You said what?
Winter Soldier, Scarlet Witch. Yeah, that's what they said on the.
They had to have Black Panther.
What's your thoughts?
I like it. I mean, I like it. I feel like they're gonna probably add maybe one or two more, heroes as far as like with some DLC or some shit like that. If they do it that way. But from what I understand, with those,
most definitely.
Those just fit this game and their combat system, so that worked perfectly. At first I was like, how they gonna do Spider-Man? But after playing with Black Widow, I see how they gonna do Spider-Man. Exactly how they gonna do Spider-Man.
Most definitely.
So it's gonna all mesh well. The thing with them is just they're gonna have to just do this cleaning up, like, you know what I mean, with the graphics, with certain shit. The pop-ins, I know it's a beta and shit like that, but I mean, I know this is the shit that they're gonna have to clean up. Period.
Hopefully,
I mean, I'm not surprised that it leaked either. With it being so close to the release date. I just want to see how people gonna react to it as far as the sales. This is a game that I really want to see, like, how these sales gonna be for the shit, like, cause it's so hot and cold. You know what I mean, with the game, most people like it or they hate it. You know what I mean, or they don't think nothing of it. They simply like, man, ain't gonna be shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, I want to see the sales of this shit for real. I'm really like contemplating the sales of this shit. Like, is it gonna really be a hit for the people? You know what I mean? Is it gonna blow up or do some type of numbers? You know what I mean? I hope it do. Because that means that they're gonna put more into it. If they do, that's games of service. That's how it is. It's Avengers. Kind of funny. Was talking about this the other day. They was talking about what we was talking about on our last episode. Like, you feel like it's rushed. Like, and they said the same shit. Like, they feel like it's rushed for real, because there's a lot of bugs in it that they just gotta work out. Game got a skeleton to it. It even got some meat on the bones for real. It gotta, you know what I mean? It's gotta, now you gotta, put it in the gym, go work it out. You know what I mean? Flex it up a little bit, get it in the right shape, and I think it's gonna be great. And then this is a free upgrade too, right, with the PS5.
I think so. I'm not sure. They didn't really talk about it. I didn't really hear news about the Avengers and PS5. I just heard that they're gonna just add a lot of content for the game when it comes out and stuff like that, and it's gonna be free.
Okay, alright, yeah. So I feel like, it's gonna be alright. You know what I mean? They're gonna make it work. They're gonna, make it basically benefit, the team, Disney, and everybody else that's trying to get a check from it. So, Avengers is needed. Sorry, guys, leak, but somebody gonna leak that shit.
Most definitely, it's Marvel. Every time something Marvel, anytime it's a Marvel situation, it's gonna get leaked. But you're gonna
leak like crazy.
But my thoughts about it, I'm excited. Hopefully they do something different with this game, because I always wanted a game where they added like a whole bunch of characters and then there's like a big war scene at the end of the game, or they added like a
Oh, that'd
DLC.
be
That would be
right.
lit, because I feel like they have the technology to do that. They can add like mad characters to the game, and they can just have a big war scene at the end, or do a DLC where all the characters team up or meet each other for the first time, because we don't know if these characters even know each other already, because they don't know if Spider-Man's out there, because these Avengers are not the Avengers from the Spider-Man game. These Avengers are like from another parallel universe, because when you think about it, because this Spider-Man that's going to be in Marvel's Avengers is not the Spider-Man from the PS4 version. This is like a different Spider-Man. So
Yeah, I think it's gonna be comic based, basically. They're gonna keep it
yeah,
to the core comic.
yeah, so it's basically gonna be like, it's probably a Spider-Man, and these Avengers and Spider-Man, all the characters that's gonna be in this game, they're probably in another dimension. So it's like you got to think about it like that, because you don't know what they can do with this
Yeah.
game, and I can't wait. My thought, I'm a big fan of Hawkeye. I'm a big fan of Black Panther. I'm a big fan of Winter Soldier. So I can't wait to see what they can do in this game, and I can't wait. I'm excited.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, what a soldier, Black Panther. Oh yeah, this is gonna go lit.
Yeah,
I just like to see like what kind of moves they're gonna put into it, how they gonna flesh the game out as far as the combat.
yeah,
Try to just add on to it. But I like this shit, man. I mean, it's like playing Destiny with Avengers.
yeah. True, true. It has a feel to Destiny. Like the enemies kind of look like Destiny like enemies. So
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's
Like the
nothing
enemy,
different
how
like
they
that.
spongy and shit. It just remind me of Destiny for real.
Yeah,
These
but
boys
hey,
leveled up on it.
that's a fact. We get and I died. Fuck,
That's what I said. We getting our ass kicked.
that's
Something
crazy.
serious.
Alright,
That was
next.
just a hog push.
That's a fact. Next
Mm.
topic. Sony's working on a next gen VR. Your thoughts?
Mm.
Well, you told me about that.
Yeah,
This is
I
all
did
you.
see that. Yeah, they working on the next gen VR. What I found out though is that they not necessarily working on it for the gaming system. They actually
Mhm.
just working on it for like Universal. They working on a VR. But I'm, more than anything, they gonna put that with the PS5. I Chris got a PSVR, and if I wanted to play VR, I pretty much just go over to Chris' house and fuck with it. But the VR, it needs to be wireless. And then the fidelity of the resolution within the screen on the visor, it
Yeah.
needs to be at least 1080p. It ain't really 1080p on there on the first one at all. But at the same time, I feel like out of those or out of that type of particular situation, I mean, the scenario that you can come with, I mean, deal with at the time. You got
Yeah.
everything that you dealt with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just work with it.
Me, I don't really care for VR. I'm not a fan of it. Hopefully in the future they do something like Ready Player One, when you just go inside of a game and you can see everything inside the game, like in like it makes it feel real. You know what I'm talking about, right? Or no?
Yeah, that's like that's how that new game that we just downloaded, what is that called?
Hyperspace, Escape,
Hy-
something like that.
Yeah, that the whole concept of that is Ready Player One to me.
Yeah,
Like
basically.
that whole story is Ready Player One, and
Yeah.
I believe honestly that's where games headed anyway. When it
Yeah.
comes to this shit, I feel like that's people gonna put on that VR. Once these games get to the quality level that they need to, as far as video and production wise, and
Mhm.
editing and all that shit,
Yeah.
graphics and all that shit, I feel once they gonna get that shit mastered. Once they get
Yeah,
that shit
yeah,
mastered,
of course.
log
They're gonna have the
in, you know what I
technology
mean?
for it.
Y'all just log in. The thing is about that though, people gonna have to you know what I mean, people that's like super gamers, it's gonna be harder for them to come out of that world when they're in VR. Especially if it's something that they like that don't make them sick and shit like that, motion
Yeah.
wise. Once it gets to that point where it's common and it's just, normal and they figure that shit out,
Yeah.
I mean, that's where most games probably gonna be played through VR. And I feel like once they become wireless and the 5G shit kick in, I
Yeah.
mean, it's already there. Games just gonna be able to be played anywhere. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
pop your shit on and just play them anywhere.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be something where I feel like it could be a hindrance to mankind as far as this. I don't think we ready for that shit. Mentally, I
Yeah.
don't think we prepared for that ready player one type shit yet. If we are, so be it, bring it on. But if we, mentally, I just don't think we ready for it. But I could be wrong. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. I can't speak for everybody else, and I ain't
Yeah.
trying to really speak for everybody else. But I'm just looking at the majority of what a lot of parents go through with their kids now.
Yeah, they can't get their kids off that game.
Yeah, they can't get their kids off that game. Like it's too addictive for them. So I feel like if they can get that addiction under control, then they should be all right. But shit, that's just hard for a 10-year-old, 11-year-old kid that just ain't got nothing to do and just they want to play the game all damn day.
Yeah,
That's one thing that I be doing with my son. Like I be having to break and give it space and shit like that. Like you can't just be chilling with me or chilling all day and not do something or have nothing to show for it or
Yeah.
work in. Like every day you get up, you're supposed to put some work in, and then you know what I mean, reward yourself by doing some shit, playing the game, shit like that type of shit. Because
Yeah.
that shit, you can appreciate the games more. You know what I mean? Oh, it just glitched on you. See that?
Yeah, I saw that
What
shit.
the hell?
They need to fix this game. I hope this is not like this in release day, because if it is, they really gon'. Oh my god, I'm down
out the
too.
map.
You out the map?
Bro, I am
Yo.
looking inside. I'm on the bottom of the map, bro.
Yeah, we died. It's over. We gotta pick a different mission because we gonna keep
I'm
dying.
about to say, yeah, we too strong. They too strong for us on this one.
Yeah. So you got any? You got any more thoughts about it or no?
But on the VR,
Yeah.
nah. I mean, Sony gonna come out with it when they ready. And I feel like this is gonna be a better version of VR Plus too. They gonna definitely come out. Dude, my question for you: you think it's gonna come out within the first year now? PS5.
It probably is. You never know. Because when it comes up to Sony, you never know what they're gonna do next.
Yeah, that's one thing about them, bro. You do not know what they're gonna do next. Like you get an idea, but you don't know like what's the official until the official start. Like
Exactly. Cause Sony, they kind of have that power to do whatever they want. If they want to make another, they don't tell us about it. They can make another Uncharted and not tell.
The shit just right to studio.
Exactly. Hold on. Did you just leave?
Oh, I thought I brought you with me.
Oh no, I got it. But yeah, Sony, they doing good. Like I'm like this moments with Sony, the PSN is down, but Sony is flawed, but nothing is perfect. Get used to it, and it's not perfect. But hey, what can you do? To the list. GT. Oh well, not GTA. Sony isn't spending $750 million on GTA 6. I read a little bit about. I read a little bit about this, and I guess they're not really spending that much money on GTA 6 for it to be on PS5. I guess. I'm not sure.
Hold on. So you saying that? Hold on. Say that time again.
It said
Xbox is
no. Sony isn't spending $750 million on GTA 6. That's what the article said. I don't know what that.
They not spending.
No, they're not spending it. It's not spending that money on GTA 6.
So I think that that's right, because I read the deal with the first one. It was something like that. They actually like paid them to like let them have it free on the on the systems and everything like that. So in this case, but man, that's tough, man. They don't want to.
Well, Rockstar can get that money back, so I don't know why they need to get money from Sony. Like,
that's what I'm thinking too. The only reason why they would do it is because they want to make it exclusive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's a bad idea to do that. That's a bad idea to just put it on Sony, because if you just put it on the PlayStation, that's gonna be bad. Because when you think about it, PlayStation, like when you think, like I know Xbox is fucking up with their games. They don't really have much games, but at the same time, put GTA 6 on Xbox too. Like also do that, because it's like, why are you just gonna put it on the PlayStation? Because not everyone's gonna buy the PlayStation 5. Not everyone's gonna buy the Xbox. So put it on both consoles so you could do that cross-platform thing like Call of Duty Warzone. It's like, do that. Make smart moves. Don't just have one-sided deals with PlayStation or Xbox. Like, that's how you lose money and that's how you lose fans. I'm just saying.
You definitely got a point on that one for sure.
Yeah.
Gotta adapt.
Exactly. But anyway, you got any more thoughts about it?
Nah, I'm gonna fuck with if the quality is good, like next level, I'm gonna fuck with it. But I like to with the VRs, I like to wait for the second round of the development to come out. 'Cause, the first one that came out, and then they had a second one that came out with some quality of life features that was a little bit better. So that's basically what I would wait for, the quality of life feature for relaunch of that. And then once that happens, I'm gonna jump on it. It ain't gonna be something that I'm gonna just get straight out the gate. Especially if it got wireless. That shit just be too difficult to pull out.
Yeah.
And then put it back up, and you only gonna play it for like max an hour in that position or in that situation, because at the PS VR, the first one is real heavy on motion sickness. So if you got motion sickness real bad, it ain't gonna really mix with it. It's gonna be a bad mix.
That's a fact. Yeah. But yeah, next topic. Question of the day: if you had an opportunity to work at any gaming studio, which one, why, and name one thing you would do different in the games?
I thought about this question. If I had an opportunity, I would probably 2K.
Why?
Because they have everything that I need as far as gaming. They got 2K21 as far as basketball.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Autos. And then they always plush me with something like a Red Dead Redemption 2 or
2K is not Rockstar. That's Rockstar. You mean what?
Not Rockstar, but 2K and Rockstar are in unison with each other, ain't they?
Nah, they different companies.
I thought they was
Nah, 2K has 2K, BioShock, what else? And some other games, but
right, but I'm thinking 2K is over somebody else that's like big.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I can't think of it right now. It ain't hitting me, but you're right. I would probably do 2K just because I play 2K21 NBA.
Yeah.
And then 2K got good games too at the same time. They do come out with some decent games like Mafia.
Oh yeah.
BioShock, shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, so they got some decent games, but I would probably be more so focused on the development in the 2K21 series, the basketball series. What I would implement to it. To me, they devs don't hoop. Like, so just having somebody that understands basketball, you know what I mean? Like really basketball, in that type of field, and just really like filling them out and helping them out with the development of that game.
Yeah.
That would be me. I mean, I would probably just pick them to work on something that I'm also passionate about. Other than that, I think if I didn't have like a 2K21 to like really join, as far as like another studio that I like, I would probably say either it would be Rockstar or Naughty Dog. Me, more than likely, I probably would pick Naughty Dog, because I just love the quality of their games. Rockstar, I like Rockstar, but as of late, they've been so heavy focused on the money that they've been making on GTA Online.
Yeah.
They haven't been putting out a lot of games that they used to put out, like, how they used to come out with just different games.
They game every year.
Yeah, almost every year. Like, even if it wasn't an up-to-par game, like the game with the mall riots and all that shit.
Yeah.
They came out with that game. I played that shit too. I had it, actually. Bully. They just got a lot of different games that's actually like real top-notch. Red Dead, they hard. I give them that. They hard as hell. But I got to thank for Naughty Dog and Uncharted. Man. And what I would do at Naughty Dog, probably it really ain't much that I could do with Naughty Dog. I would just probably just follow suit and just join what they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because they got that shit on lock as far as just the development
that's
of
a
the
fact.
games and how they just put everything out, how they do everything. I mean, I'm a sucker for Naughty Dog. I don't see them. You know what I mean? I can't see them doing no type of wrong for real right now. So then, what about you?
Me, I probably might work for Rockstar because I'm a big fan of big fan of that company, that studio.
Yeah,
And what I'll do is differently. Like why I will work for Rockstar is because the way they make their games, like it's like so much details they put in that game. Like especially in Red Dead 2, you know how many details was in that game?
crazy.
It's like it's like you don't even want to fast travel in that game. You want to ride your horse to your camp so you can see what's going on around you. That's the thing I like about it. And the thing I would change in their games is like I will make it more realistic. So like you know how like in GTA, like I will make you like in the story mode you'll be able to like to buy a new house or pay bills or pay rent, pay like a car. Like I will make it more realistic. Like yes,
I want in GTA, no cap. I know it's probably like something that people don't really care for or think that it'd be really cool. I want them to have gas meters in the cars.
Oh yeah, most Mafia did that.
Pull up at a gas station and put some gas in the car. Like they got so many gas stations on GTA 5, and
there's
so
no use for them.
Yeah, and it's so natural how they look and how they just like. How you pull up at the gas station and feel like you really at a gas station.
Exactly.
Like that's what I really like about Rockstar too. It's like they really like they make that aspect of just that game and they put that real life aspect into it and it just really feel right. Like GTA, like I said, I consider that one of my top favorite games of all time because of the engine. The engine alone is just so
beautiful.
Fucking versatile. And you can do so much with it. They surprise themselves probably how much they can do with that system and that game alone with the updates that they come out with and how everything been free. You know what I mean? Just go ahead and fuck with it. Just everything's free. Just come and fuck with it. Everybody been spending money on their own with it. They microtransaction is you know they doing their thing on it, but it ain't like with GTA. The grind and reward system.
It works.
Diluted. It works. It ain't diluted. If you don't want to buy nothing, you don't have to. You can still grind your way up and get rewarded for it and get what you want out of it. Like, so I like it for that aspect. The microtransactions doesn't hurt the game.
Exactly.
Yeah, at GTA 5, I could say the microtransactions really don't hurt that game. It don't make you a lot better than somebody else. You just got more skins or more vehicles than somebody. Your vehicle might be a little bit faster, but hey, guess what? If I really want that vehicle, I can put in some grind time and go and do a couple heists and get that shit in one heist. You know what I mean? So it's like yeah, like the grind and reward system, it works. They got that shit like mesh well right now. It's perfect right now as far as how they got that shit over on Rockstar. So I give you Rockstar for sure. Like I said, that would probably be one of my other ones too, because it's just. I love their games and I love the details of the game. Like GTA 3, my name.
Oh yeah, I'm playing that now.
Like when I came out, bro, I remember playing that and I played that like all day, all night. Like I remember just getting it. My dad, he ended up getting it. He was just like, man, I mean, he didn't even have to get it. Like he was just like, I just want something new. You know what I mean? What's new? What's popping right now?
Yeah, I feel you.
And I was telling him like, man, the guy at the counter, he was like, yeah, this live, man. You need to get it. You gotta see it. It's open world, everything. I was like, man, you know, I was just thinking, like, I want an open world game. I want something that's gonna last long. Like that shit hit the spot so much for me when that first came out, man.
Yeah, that game was amazing. Like, I'm enjoying it now.
Everything that I wanted, and it was everything that I wanted at that time. So it made it even more amplified for me. So I put so much hours into GTA 3, bro. Like so many hours into GTA 3.
Yeah.
And then how like one thing Rockstar, I didn't like GTA 4. I didn't like that.
What? That was the best one. You tripping?
I didn't like GTA 4 for real, bro. Like
why? Like why was it? Is this a story, the character, or the way it looked?
The story and the character. It took
What?
me out.
Nah,
The
Nico was the best character. His
put it
cara,
like this.
his charisma was perfect in the game. The way he came to the country broke, had nothing, and then he worked his way up. That was amazing. What?
He had the Tony Montana story. I give him that. It was he grew on me in the story. He definitely grew on me. I liked him a lot better towards the end of everything, but he just was like how could I put it? It was something missing. Like it was just something missing with his character. I don't know what it was. I can't put my finger on it, but it was just something missing with his character. But I did like his come up. I did like how respect. That's what he was looking for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what he was. You know what I mean?
He was looking for money.
Right. He wanted his. He knew that came with the money and the money and the respect, the power and everything like that. I think when I think about it, GTA 4 story was actually fleshed out really
Yeah.
well.
It was
It
good.
was fleshed out really well. I give him that. It was. I give him that. I just don't. For some reason, I don't know. I beat it. You know what I mean? I put the time into it. I beat it. I did everything that I needed to do with it. You know what it was though? I think I was playing like Metal Gear Solid 4 at the time.
Yeah.
I was playing those two at the same time, so it was like, you know what I mean? Like I was getting hit with a lot of different story elements at the same time.
Yeah, I
But
feel you.
5, I just was. I mean, when I seen the first stories on 5 and how big they was opening up everything, and then how they was. What I like about 5 the most is the city.
Yeah, the city
itself,
is open world. It's massive.
alive. Yeah,
You can do
it's
so
like
much
the
stuff in
city.
that game.
Yeah, the city itself feel alive.
Yeah.
And it's hard to make a gaming world or a system and make that world feel alive without the, you know what I mean? The character is supposed to pretty much guide and direct everything for the player. But
Yeah.
in that game, the city pretty much directs the player and what they gonna do and what they not gonna do. Just everything on that shit, like it's crazy. Like I understand, you could tell the difference between how you play on story mode and online, but like with the different like random stories and all that type of shit. I wish they would put those random events into online, but that's so hard to do because you got so many people on the same cloud trying to do something. And
Yeah.
you only can do those random events, so many times within that cloud to where everybody ain't going crazy at each other trying to get that one bit of, whatever the case may be. Now, they could probably do it where they got different random events in the city online and, they'll basically pop in a new one or reset it every so many minutes on that cloud. You know what I mean? After somebody try to get it or if everybody get one and then they reset it up and you can try that again. But just the details of the game, man. It was awesome. It was like
It was amazing.
it was more realistic. You know what I mean? And it was just modern, and that's what I liked about it. It was modern and it was more realistic. And I like Los Santos, bro. I just wanted Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. That was one of my favorite Grand Theft Autos.
Yeah.
Because they implemented the RPG aspect almost into it. So,
Yeah.
when they did that, it was like, okay, let me see how they gonna do that or implement that to GTA 5. They ain't really do it that much, but it's in there a little bit. You know what I mean? You see your stats on the side, what you do on there, attributes to your little stats and shit. So just overall, I like that game, or I feel like that's one of the best games ever that came out because just the engine and the time that they put into that is fucking, like, it's mind blowing, bro. When you really, like, sit back and think about it, that shit is ahead of its time, bro. Way ahead of its time.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So what else? Oh, so yeah, I work for Rockstar. The reason why I'm a big fan of that studio, and yeah, I'll just do like realistic stuff. Like I'll just have you in the story mode buy a car, pay bills, and stuff like that. Eat food. Do realistic stuff like find a wife, have a family, retire from the criminal life. Just do regular human stuff, like, and just have that realistic feel to it. That's what I'll do if I was working at Rockstar, because I feel like people will like enjoy that. But yeah.
I see what you see. What you said. People actually been doing that on the PC version of the game. They've been modding it to be
Yeah,
more
I noticed
realistic,
that.
and like that's basically what it's been doing. But like people say they love that shit. Like I be watching people's streams and Twitches and shit. Like they love that shit more than the regular game. Like
Yup.
no cap.
That's
They
why
be
people
liking
play
that realistic
Sims.
shit. Yeah, yeah. Like my sisters, that's their shit. Sims, that's their shit. My daughter, she plays Sims. Like that's their shit. So like, I be watching them play, and they be doing everything is slow motion. Everything is, I ain't gonna say slow motion, but it's like it's real life. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They even
that's
pull
what
up to
people
people,
like.
say what's up to people, and everything. Like that's why I say that engine is crazy, bro. Like you really can have like a virtual another life in that game, bro, and really like just play that shit out. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah,
go to the crib, all that type of shit. Smoke, drink, all that shit. Go to the strip club. It's crazy, man. It's just
yeah.
crazy.
People like
So
that
I
type of
fuck with
stuff.
that. Yeah, I fuck with
Yeah.
that, man.
All right.